XM radio host Jenny Hutt, attorney Darren Kavanaugh, host of Deadly Sins on Investigation Discovery, attorney Anahita Sedaghatfar, and Darren, I understand you, I believe we have, is Jenny in this panel too? There you are. Jenny's in there also. Darren, I understand you and Anahita do not see eye to eye on the death penalty phase of this case coming up. Anahita, you go first.
Yeah, well, Dr. Drew, I can see why many people think that the state should just take death off the table, offer Jodi Arias a plea deal. I mean, this has cost Arizona taxpayers millions of dollars. It's taken an emotional toll on everybody. But I think what's crucial here is really what the Alexander family wants. And they've made it very clear that they want death for Jodi Arias. And let's not forget, 12 of those jurors unanimously found Jodi Arias guilty of first-degree premeditated murder. Those 12 jurors found that it was also the cruelest form of murder. And under Arizona law, that is a death penalty case. And I think the state, quite frankly, has an obligation to move forward with the death penalty. And we already know, Dr. Drew, the way Martinez is so passionate about this case, I think taking death off the table would essentially be a loss for him, a concession. And I just don't see him doing that. So I think the state needs to push forward and retry the case.
Darren, you disagree?
Well, I've got a different take on it. At some point, it becomes less about justice and more about winning. And I get that passions run high, that all of America and much of the world was all rallied against Jodi Arias. We all were calling for her head, figuratively.
Okay.
But Lady Justice is blind for a reason, and that is sometimes to protect us from ourselves. The death penalty is supposed to be reserved for the worst of the worst. And I can't help but wonder, as heinous as this crime is this really the worst of the worst?
But at what point do you think the wishes of the family should be considered, Darren? I mean, at what point do you think that the wishes of the family should be respected? I think that's what's critical here. Look, I'm a defense attorney, and I've gone on the record over and over presenting Jodi Arias's defense and presenting the defense perspective. But I think once those jurors have spoken, and they have, that this was the cruelest form of murder, and you take that with the other victims in this case, which are Travis Alexander's family, I think the state has an obligation to honor their wishes.
Darren, finish up with your thoughts.
They're certainly a factor. They're a factor to be honored, but the jurors in Arizona spoke, and they spoke loudly and said, we're 8-4 deadlocked. That's enough. And to spend the millions of dollars, there are plenty of school kids in Phoenix who would prefer that tax money go into school lunches and other programs. Yes, we understand that the family wants that feeling of retribution, but that's not just what the justice system is about.
You guys, speaking of deadlocked, you guys are deadlocked. There'll be a
We'll continue this battle later, Darren.
Yeah, exactly.
To be continued.
Joining me now, listen, I want to hear from the horse's mouth, as it were, Jodi Arias jurors, Mary Lou Allen, because here's my question to you guys, and Anahita, I'll go for you first. If this were your client, you're the defense attorney, you got some explaining to do.
Oh, well, yeah, Dr. Drew, I am a firm believer that every defendant is innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, stop it. Stop it already.
Everything about this case freaks me out. No, Dr. Drew, this is going to surprise you. No, this is going to surprise you. I think everything about this case looks bad. You have this girl who's found dead in a bathtub in her hotel room, fully clothed,
with her Rolex on, with her turtleneck on, having just taken a shower, observed by a hotel employee.
Right, and now the hotel employee is testifying that she had just taken a shower. Why would she be taking a bath? And now we have motive, Dr. Drew. For the first time in this case, this hotel employee is testifying that there was a reason why this guy could have killed his girlfriend, because she was going to break up with him. They just got into a huge fight. The prosecution doesn't need to prove motive, but jurors like to hear motive. They want to hear the full story, and now they have it. I think this testimony really sealed his fate, Dr. Drew.
I'm going to bring in a behavior... Hang on. Who's that, Peyton? Go ahead.
Yeah. Apartment. She had work the next day. Right. Why would she be taking a shower?
You have motive now. You have motive now.
4 ladies on this panel. How many have had bad breakups? Show of hands, bad breakups, everybody. Come on, Sam, hand up. Yeah, right.
Wait, you just want to hear from the ladies on this, Drew?
We're calling bad breakups. Doesn't make that our ex, somebody who's going to kill us, no matter how bad the breakup is. So we got to have a behavior bureau come in here and talk to us about what made this guy different. What are they speculating about that?